That's a different neighbor.
Oh, a different neighbor. Okay.
Yeah, that's a different neighbor.
That's the uncle.
This guy actually has a job.
Oh, good. Actually has a job.
I don't know many people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, cool.
But I hate to do this to 2 million people today.
Yes.
Mike Brendan's here, and I'm going to talk to him.
Okay.
If you guys want to get a hold of me, you can call me at 816-550-0656. And I got one more thing to tell you. Have a blessed day, y'all. And get your Irish on.
All right, Scotty. We love you, man. That's Scotty Plowman from St. Joe Mo. Got to talk to his neighbor with the Harley.
Yeah.
Well, let's go from St. Joe Mo to the town whose slogan is, where the pavement ends and the dirt begins. We're talking about Silver Springs, Nevada. On line 6, we have Aaron. Hey, Aaron. What's up?
Hey, somebody, I believe it was Rachel, mentioned something about Henry Ford paying a decent wage.
Yeah, $5 a day.
$5 a day.
He was criticized for that, and I don't know if anybody knows his comment or not, but this is how he responded. Paying employees a decent wage is not charity. It's good business. Hello, wake up, America. He said that over 100 years ago, and you know what? I don't care where you go, the best businesses, they pay their employees a decent wage. When you look at the big picture there, they pay their employees a decent wage. Hey, you know what? I've been checking. I checked out the enumerated powers of Congress. It seems that proper food labeling isn't an enumerated power. Perhaps that's why we don't have it.
Why is that?
I don't know. But today is the day. I've already been on the phone to Mr. Heller's office, to Senator Reed's office. Today is the day they're going to vote on what has been dubbed the Dark Act. Ladies and gentlemen, get on the phone, call your senators, tell them to please vote no. It's not a good bill, and it's not good for anybody. If anybody here listening in Nevada, Harry Reed's number, 202-224-3542. Dean Heller's office, 202-224-6244. Operators are standing by to take your call. Give them a call and tell them how you don't want them to vote on that if that's how you feel, folks. And as I said, that's not a good bill. It only protects the companies that don't want you to know what's in your food, and I think we all want to know what's in our food.
Well, except for hot dogs.
Well, except,
I really don't want to know.
Here's the thing about hot dogs. You can't go to the ballpark and not have warm beer and a greasy dog. It's just impossible. There's no way to do that. So hot dogs gotta be okay. I mean, they just gotta be okay. They're just ground up meat stuffed into a tube.
No.
But, they're okay. And hey, I just got one question. I got a question for you, Jim.
Huh?
How do you sit by a box of donuts and not eat it?
He's eating an orange. For God's sakes. He was licking on one like it was really sweet.
You guys are talking about donuts. It's like, yeah, here's my orange. Yeah.
Hey, we got some property preservation news going on here. We got a big watch list this week of stuff. But before I get to the watch list, I need to mention a company called Storm Restoration Nation. We investigated this company because a bunch of people said, hey, this guy's a clown, blah, blah, blah. This guy's name is Doug Umberg. We investigated this guy. His heart really does seem to be in the right place. But looking at his website, I don't think he knows what he's doing. So if anybody in the North Carolina area, you are business savvy or whatnot, get a hold of this guy, Doug Umberg. Go to their website. It's stormrestorationnation.com. He needs some help. He really does. His website has a lot of verbiage. It says nothing. But again, we don't find any type of fraud or criminal activity going on with this guy. His heart is in the right place. So somebody back there, get a hold of this guy. Give him a little help. But a big warning is going out right now. We got a company, Northland Company. They're out of Minnesota. And why the two owners, Daniel and Stacy, answer the phone in Las Vegas every time somebody calls is a mystery to everyone right now. Perhaps they like the craft tables because we've had 7 people contact me about fraud. This guy's over the 6-digit number right now, and it's rapidly climbing. There's an advisory on them. Another one is Beyond Home Repair, same issue. People are getting ripped off by them. And then we have a company called NVMS. They're sending this thing out about background checks. At the same time, they're defrauding contractors. But, oh, by the way, we want you to pass a background check to go scrub the toilet while we steal your money and not pay you for it. And then another company called Secure Asset Preservation. Their acronym is SAP. If you go to work for them, you are a SAP. I'm telling you right now, their pricing, would anybody go clean carpet for 5 cents a square foot? I don't get it. And I don't understand how people can offer this and act like they're doing somebody a favor. It goes back to what Henry Ford says. It's not charity, folks. It's good business. And you got to pay people decent wages. I think that's one of the biggest issues in this country right now is the wage, the disparity, the rich and the poor and all this. And of course, every politician is for the working class, while they're spending and this is something for everybody to think about. Those people up there telling you they're for the working class, they're spending $100 million to tell you they're for the working class. Something to think about. Food for thought there for the day.
No kidding.
Yeah, well,
I'm for the common folk, says Hillary,
Yeah.
who speaks at a foundation or a funding event for
100,000.
500,000.
Yeah. I wish I could do that.
Well, she goes in again. Monsanto, the Grocery Manufacturers Association, Monsanto lawyers, and everybody chipped in for $750,000 from October, November, and December of 2015 for this gal. So that says something right there. She's not for any working class. If she was for the working class, she'd give up her job and go get a $10 an hour job for a year and find out what the working class is really all about.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't think she's ever had a $10 an hour job.
If I remember correctly, wasn't she fired as an attorney back in, 1974 over the Watergate case?
That was part of it.
If you look that up, she was fired. Whenever the Watergate case took place, I think it was 74 when that happened, or when it started to come out, she was fired for ethics violations.
And, part of the ethics on that one was, I can't substantiate it with giving you the articles and where I read this, but she took $10,000 when she was working for an investment firm, and she invested it in some stock.
Yeah, did real well.
She came out with $200,000 in 10 months.
Wow. She's a savvy investor.
Yes, she is.
I think insight comes before that investor.
Yeah, but she's for the common man.
Yeah.
Everyone's for the common man right now. My God, that's what they're depending on to get elected.
That's true.
I mean, I went to a candidates class one time, and they said never, ever speak higher than a 9th grade level. Never. The average voter responds to that or less.
I don't know about now, because some of the commercials that come out now are pretty savvy, and they make you think. But when I was in school studying sociology and different, especially in film, when we got into the part about the subconscious and all that kind of stuff, one of the things that we were taught is that if you're going to do a commercial, to do it at about a 7th grade education level, because that's the average level of education, per capita in the country. And when I read that and I questioned it, it was like, well, you know what? That's why you shake your head at so many stupid commercials.
True.
Well, yeah.
So I can honestly believe that. And when you listen to some of these candidates speak, they do kind of talk down a little bit, in some of the things they say. I don't know. It puzzles me how we send people. When we go vote, we're hiring somebody. That's the reality there. We, the people, are hiring said individual to do a job. Why they don't want to do their job, only they can jealous. They go to Washington to do a job, and for whatever reason, they get fat rich and get medical benefits and travel expenses, all kinds of stuff that, oh, by the way, the working class common man doesn't have. So I don't understand. I'm for the working class. I've never understood that statement, and I've been hearing it for 50 years now. So
that's why the congressmen only want to do it for 2 years and never want to get reelected, and the senators never make a career out of it because they're for the working man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Well, it's like I said. There's a picture right now going around of Mark Amadei. It says, "What do I care about what 90% of my constituents want? I get free medical for the rest of my life."
Well, that's true, though. I mean, they do get that.
And that is a reality.
I mean, I think those guys, after they've been back in Washington for a while, they actually lose touch with what everyone else is going through. Yeah. I truly do believe that.
And you know what? That goes right along with when I, go around and I talk to people and I ask them questions, hey, whom do your elected officials represent? That's exactly what they say. Well, we elected this guy because he did such a great job on the local level. He's out of touch with it. He's not, and so something happens. Maybe because they're traveling a long way, they get lost on the train, the bus, the plane, whatever they take. I don't know. But it just seems that what's good here is forgotten about when they get to Washington, D.C.
It's a beltway mentality. That's what they call it. And, people get lost in it. And you become part of the system. It's a sad fact, but it's a true fact. No matter how well-intended they may have been going there, they get corrupted.
Immediately,
no doubt. Well, Aaron, we are running out of time this hour. How do we contact you at Alliday?
775-230-9915. We're going to be here all day. We're getting ready to make another trip up to the Wainema Ranch, folks. So www.Alliday LLC on the website. Of course, we'll have the watch list, and we will have a very, very powerful GMO article coming out here in the next 36 hours. Tune into the website. Hey, it's nice and crisp out here in Silver Springs. The sun is up already. Clear blue sky is going to be a gorgeous day, folks. Let's have a great time. Let's all be safe out there.
All right, Aaron. Thanks for the call today, Aaron. That's Aaron from Silver Springs. I guess today is the day that they vote on the food labeling bill. So he's asking you to call your senators and your congressmen and say, no way, we don't want to do it. And good for him. I mean, he's very passionate about what he believes in, and he's willing to get out and go that extra mile and follow up what he says.
Yeah.
No, nothing wrong with that. Well, we got about a minute until we come up to the top of the hour. So, what do you got? Anything quick down there? Bob Liggett, maybe?
Bob Liggett, yeah.
Okay.
We can go to Bob Liggett real quickly here. It says, Buenos dias. All news-wise, Interstate 10 near the Texas-Louisiana border is expected to close by 8 a.m. Central Time.
Call from
Tuesday,
+1-786-702-1204.
Not good news for travelers or truckers with expedited
Hello.
freight. Hoping they can reopen I-10 as soon as possible.
Yes.
Weather-wise, in San Antonio, we have fog and 65 degrees as of 7 a.m. Central Time, with an expected high of 92 degrees. Later today,